I'm going to present you with 10 strategies to help you improve your score on multiple choice exams. If you'd like to take notes, please feel free to pause the video and grab a pen or pencil. Many students report that even though they study hard and feel like they really know the material, when they sit down to take an exam, they aren't able to demonstrate that knowledge. Although multiple choice exams are intended to test your knowledge of the course material, there are certain tricks to scoring well that have less to do with your knowledge of the material and more to do with your competence with multiple choice test format. In this presentation, all of the strategies have to do with success on the day of the test. I want to emphasize that using these strategies is not a substitute for studying well for the exam. The strategies will be the most helpful if you really know the material on the test. If you need or want help improving your study skills, I recommend contacting the Learning Resource Center at MSU. You can also find links to websites with good study tips on their site. The first strategy is to arrive early for the exam. You should decide how early makes the most sense for you, but I would recommend arriving at least 10 to 15 minutes before the exam is scheduled to begin. Bring all of the materials you'll need for your exam, such as number 2 pencils, a calculator, a watch, or your ID, whatever makes the most sense for your specific class. Pick a good seat where you'll feel comfortable during the exam. Maybe you like to sit in the front during exams so you won't be distracted by others, or maybe you like to sit by the window where there's natural light. Whatever will help you feel comfortable and stay relaxed is best. While you're waiting for class to start, don't talk about the exam with your classmates. First of all, anxiety is contagious and other students can get you riled up. And second of all, even if they mean well, they might give you wrong information about the test material. Don't cram. You won't be able to learn enough in the last few minutes to help you on the exam. If you studied well, you already know the information. Put your notes away and think about something other than the exam. Staying relaxed and calm is your main goal at this point. Do keep your ears open in case other students ask the professors questions. By answering their questions, the professor may give out useful information or clarification that can help you also. Once the exam begins, do a brain dump in the margins of the test or on scrap paper. Write down any key information you're holding in your memory, such as formulas or mnemonic devices that you might need to remember later on during the test. Mnemonic devices are memory aids such as acronyms. You're essentially creating a cheat sheet for yourself, except that it's not cheating because the test has already begun. For example, if you knew that the test might include a question about the colors of the rainbow, you could write down your mnemonic device, Roy G. Biv, and later, if you saw a question about the colors of the rainbow, you could flip back to your brain dump and remember that the colors are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. The third strategy is to preview the test before you start filling out the answers. Take a few minutes or so to carefully read all of the instructions. It's easy to overlook an important direction if you quickly jump into answering the questions. As you look over the test, note the number of questions and the number of points each question's worth so you can budget your time and give every question the amount of attention it deserves. The fourth strategy is to anticipate the answer to each question before reading the answer choices. For example, if you had the following question, you would first cover the answers with your hand or a piece of paper. Then, answer the question in your own words. Look for the answer choice like yours, and you're done. Remember that some of the answer choices were designed to distract you from the correct answer. If you answer in your own words first, you're less likely to fall for the distractors. The fifth strategy is to watch for trigger words. Trigger words are negative or absolute words like all, except, most, least, not, never, always, or only. Trigger words change the meaning of the question or answer choice. Underline or circle them so you won't forget to take them into account when you select your answer. For the following example, the word not signifies that only one of the following answer choices is wrong. First, I would underline it before reading the answer choices. Then, I would select my answer accordingly. The sixth strategy is to read all the answer choices before selecting one. As you read each answer choice, mark it with a plus sign if it is correct, a minus sign if it is definitely not correct, and a question mark if you're not sure. Doing this will help you avoid selecting an answer choice too soon. Like in the following example, which of the following states borders Michigan? I know that Pennsylvania is wrong, but Ohio is correct, and so is Indiana. It's a good thing that I read all of the choices because choice D is the correct answer. If I had chosen B as soon as I saw it was correct, I would have missed the real correct answer. The seventh strategy is to answer the easy questions first. Easy questions are the ones you know the answer to right away. Answering them first will help you build confidence and warm up. Plus, it may help jog your memory for the more difficult material. The eighth strategy is to save the hard questions. Mark the questions you can't answer right away and come back to them at the end. You might find that questions later in the test will provide cues to help you answer the earlier questions that stumped you. The ninth strategy is to answer all the questions on the test, even if you're not completely sure that your answer is correct. Use the process of elimination to make your best guess. It is very unusual to lose more points for wrong answers than for blanks. Usually, a wrong answer is worth the same as a blank answer, nothing. If you guess, you at least have a chance of getting the points. If you leave it blank, you'll definitely lose the points. The final strategy is to use all of the time allotted for the test. If you finish early, check your answers. Reread all of the instructions and make sure you followed them correctly. And make sure you caught all of the trigger words. Okay, let's review. The 10 strategies that can help you improve your score on multiple choice tests are: arrive early to get a good seat and settle in. Do a brain dump of all the material you're holding in short-term memory. Preview the test and read all the instructions before you start. Anticipate the answer by covering the answer choices and answering in your own words first. Watch for and circle or underline the trigger words. Read all the answer choices before selecting one. Answer all the easy questions you can first. Mark the hard questions and go back to them later. Answer all the questions. A guess is better than a blank. And finally, use all the time available. Take a minute to think about which of the strategies might help you on your next exam. Thank you for watching the presentation. I hope that these strategies are helpful to you.